Hey guys, welcome back to another JavaScript tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to be explaining how to use dates in JavaScript. So of course dates are really useful, just like they're in any programming language, for things such as displaying the date to the user, or they can actually be used in in another way to time certain actions or operations which you do in your code. So I'm going to be showing you guys how you can use them. And yeah, I'm not actually been doing too much in HTML, so all I'm going to do is link in the script.js. Let's just find my updates folder. There we go. And yeah, I'm actually going to be using TypeScript for today, but it should compile to JavaScript just like that. Okay, let's bring up the terminal. So the first thing we can do is we can just create a date object pretty easily. We can do something like this. What this is going to do is going to create a date object of the present time. So you'll notice if I console.log this out, it's going to give it to us in a pretty nice format, but there's not much we can do with this. It's not really a usable format because it's not a string, it's a date, and you know that's all we can do. So that gives us the generic thing. It's not very useful when it's like that, but we can actually extract certain components from it. So if I was to go into the state object, you can see there's a lot of things we can do. For example, if we wanted to get just a minute which the user is on, we could do the get minute function, and this is going to return 54, which you can see from there. And yeah, basically we can just use this to extract certain data from this date. So if we want to get the specific day of a week, or not the day of a week, but I mean we could get day of a week if we were to do this. Let's just refresh that, and we're on 0. I believe Sunday is 0, so it probably goes something like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday, just like that. Usually when working with programming language, I believe they do usually start on Sunday, so yeah, that's why today is 0. You could also get the exact date of the month which we're on, just doing something like that. Oh, actually that's not going to give us, I believe, what I'm looking for. Actually yeah, it is get date, yeah, sorry. And yeah, that gives us 29 because today is January 29th. But yeah, we could also get the time, and you'll notice what these return is it returns a raw number. So time, what is that? I believe that may be the milliseconds passed. I'm not actually too sure. But yeah, I'm just going to assume that's the milliseconds because I can't really think of much else. Milliseconds in today. If you want to get the epoch time, it's pretty simple. It's going to be just simply we use the raw date constructor, and then we just use the now keyword or function. And what this is going to give us is milliseconds from January 1st, 1970. It's just an easy way of standardizing dates. And okay, yeah, so this was actually the epoch time as well. So yeah, my bad, I thought that this was the time for the day. Let's see how I can get that. Yeah, I do not believe we can actually do it, but it's alright. So yeah, now that's what it's useful. I'm going to show you another useful way of using date.now. What you can do is you can use it to time operations. So let's say we can do start time equals date.now. Let's have a for loop which runs for just how many iterations is that? Let's have 1 million iterations, and we will just do nothing in here, and we can use this, and yeah, we can find out how many milliseconds this is going to take by subtracting these two. Not print. And yeah, what this is going to show us is the amount of time which it takes to complete an iteration with 1 million cycles. But yeah, it's useful because these are all just raw numbers, so we can use them just like you'd use any other sort of number. And yeah, now the final thing I'm going to show you guys how to do is how to actually format a date, and this may be the most useful thing you hear. So let's just label this. This is going to be timing operations, and this is going to be formatting a date. So let's say we have our date object from up here. Now if we want to format it, we can use, pretty simple, we can use an inbuilt function. So if we do date and then we do to local date string, and what this is going to take in is the locale, so that's basically the preferred date setting in your country or region. So I know in the US people tend to flip the month and the date, I believe, but here in the UK we actually do it the other way around, so I can just show you guys the two differences. Let's print them out. So here we can see the date is here and then the month, but if I was to do it the other way around, okay, yeah, so you can see the month has been flipped around and it's now like that. So yeah, that's a small difference. And then another thing we can do is we can actually customize this even further. So what you can do is you can add in another operation, another parameter, and this takes in options, and inside of this you can just define things. So if you want to have the weekday, then you can actually have it as the long version, and you can see this just prints out Sunday. And yeah, when you do this, you do have to actually add in a lot more things. So you have to add in all the specific things which you want to have. So let's just say you could have the day, and you could have as 2-digit or numeric. I'm just going to have it as numeric. And then we could have the week, oh sorry, not week, the month, and you can have this as lots. I'm just going to have this as long again. And finally, let's just have the year, and let's see, let's just have this as numeric. Okay, so now if I print this out, you'll see we get everything just how we want it, and you can kind of customize this to whatever you want. So if I didn't want a long month, I could just swap this out for short, and you see that truncates it. But yeah, that's basically how you format and use the date objects in JavaScript. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future tutorial. Bye!